On Wednesday of this week, we got some more good news that it was anticipated July 5th would be the timeline for completion of these repairs. And much of this is because we were able to source parts from San Diego. Their local county water authority had the type of pipe that we needed. It arrived here earlier this week, and it has been treated, and it's ready to go in the ground. There are so many moving parts to this situation, and you deserve clear updates and timely updates on what's happening. And that's why my very first commitment to all of you was better communication back in the early days of this incident. Communication is critical. The more we know, the better we're able to respond to calls of action. Escalation was also important. The state of local emergency was critical to making sure that teams could move as quickly as they needed to, and they could work around the clock. Collaboration and investigation were key as well. And that's where our work with the oil and gas sector, with construction crews, to come up with ideas and investigate the plans and the contingency plans that would be needed were so important. And the final step, the one that we are in right now as we are doing the repairs, is advocacy. It is my job to advocate for the people of this city and this region, and that is the job that I am focused on doing. Like all of you, I want to be sure that we have a clear line of sight about what our infrastructure looks like under the ground in Calgary. Next week at Council on Tuesday, I'm going to be asking important questions to find out what we need in the budget, so we have the technology and inspection methods that are needed to understand the type of state that our water infrastructure is in. And you can bet that I will be calling in all favors from the provincial and federal governments. They have been generous in saying they're ready to step up and support as needed. Premier Smith and Minister McIver in particular have been critical in terms of contacts. So I will be calling in all favors and not leaving anything on the table. It's my primary focus to make sure that we have safety and security of water infrastructure in our city. That is the least we can do, is to give you that peace of mind that we are looking after our infrastructure. Now, the other thing that I want to do is make sure that this doesn't happen anywhere else. If it happened in Calgary, it can happen anywhere. And so I was in communication with the chair and vice chair of the Big City Mayor's Caucus and asking them what we could do. I needed to make sure that the experience that we've had here in Calgary translates into lessons learned and preemptive behavior for other cities as well. So I don't know exactly what this looks like, whether it's going to be a task force or some sort of a working group or a panel, but I know that the good folks at the Federation of Canadian Municipalities will be with me in figuring out what we do to take the lessons learned in Calgary and ensure these situations don't happen elsewhere. And there is so much appreciation and gratitude to offer. I need to say that the crews and the contractors that are on the ground doing these repairs, please know that your safety is so important to us, and we value everything you are doing to get this repair done quickly and to get us back to full water usage.